Hello, I just been to visit our new plot neighbours. They've just taken on the plot over by there, the one with the big polytunnel. They're so excited and it's great to see. Got loads to show you today. Everything from sowing seeds, potting on, planting out, preparing beds, tidying up. Oh, just to name but a few. Loads to show you. Can't wait to share things with you. But first I need to harvest a few things because if I leave it, I'll forget to do it. And I know Doug needs a few things for tea today. Well, before I do anything, this parcel's arrived and I thought I'd open it with you. And it's something that's going to be very, very useful, especially now with the cold weather due. It's lovely today. Don't really need them today, but oh God, we're going to be needing them. And I thought I'd order some because they're on offer at the moment. And it's these lovely thermal gloves from DLY, and they're fabulous. They are, and they're going to be great. Not just on the allotment, but when we're visiting garden centres, and because our hands get freezing cold. We work right through the winter and our hands get freezing cold. So I've got a pair for myself and a pair for Doug. And they're lovely. This is a large size. They come in all different sizes. And I'll put a link in the description for you because they are on offer at the moment. And do you know what? They're an ideal Christmas present. So I might get some for Christmas presents as well. I'll come a bit closer and show you. There they are, look, see? And then they're like that on the front. They're like that on the back. And then like that on the front. And they're so thick. They're lovely and warm. They're really nice. And they've got this clip on them. They've got a clip by there. So they're thin shillake gloves. And they clip together like that so you don't lose them then. But they are really nice gloves, lovely and warm. So, like I said, ideal Christmas present, and they're on offer at the moment. So I'm not sure how much longer they're on offer for. So they'll soon be going back up again. So I'll be ordering a few of those pairs for Christmas presents because they're really nice. Well, we've picked the last of our cabbage, but we've got all this kale here, and I've been buying cabbage the last few weeks. So Doug said, well, we've got all this kale there. Why don't we have kale instead of cabbage? So I'm going to pick us some now. I'm going to pick us the tidy leaves because there's a lot of leaves with holes and things that we won't eat. So what I'll do, I'll pull a few of those off and I'll give them to Pauline for a tortoise. The tortoise loves kale. And we've got plenty of manky leaves on here. And she said the mankier the better. They like the extra flavour, I guess. Right, there's some tidy leaves on here, so we'll pick a few of those. They've been here since last year and they're growing like trees now. They're like little palm trees. They're looking quite exotic now. Mind, they're full of all these little white flies. They're everywhere on the plot here. So I'll take a few off a few different plants. Yeah, so I've got some for us and some for Pauline's tortoise. Next, I've got some broccoli to pick off here. Well, every couple of weeks, we're picking broccoli off here. We've already had the main head of calabrese, and these are just the side shoots. So I've left the plants in, and there's a plant that keeps on giving. We keep having broccoli, like I said, every couple of weeks. So we've got a nice little pick in again, enough for a meal for 4. Next are these spring onions, and I picked some last week, and they were really nice. They went within a couple of days in our household. I didn't pick many, but they I should have a trowel for this, shouldn't I? Really? Oop. Let me get a trowel. I don't want to snap them. They're well rooted. I got a job to get them up. And when these first grew, they had big bulbs on the end, like ordinary onions, you know. And but after a while, they've split and they've gone like that. So that's enough for now, and I can pick some more fresh again. In my last video, I harvested some kohlrabi. Well, we had the big one roasted on our Sunday dinner. It wasn't bad at all. And then we used the smaller one and we grated it. And I tell you what, that was absolutely gorgeous. So the kohlrabi, you can use it in soups and stews as well. But I did like it grated. So you can use that grated in a salad or in coleslaw or something like that. Really nice. So I'm going to get some more. Before I grew it, and I thought, oh, I don't know if I'm going to grow this again. Will we ever eat it? But after tasting it, especially the grated, I thought, yes, I will be growing it again next year. So I'm going to pick a couple of those because I want them to last a bit. Oh, there's a little one already out of the ground from last time. So I've got a nice big one and a couple of little ones there, and the little ones I should be grating. Right, Doug's after some lemon, verbena and some sage. So we go over to the herb bed next. That's a lemon verbena. We just pick off a few sprigs of sage. It'll be nice for stuffing. And there's the sage. So before I move on to the other jobs, I'll just show you what we've harvested so far. So we've got the kale, the kohlrabi, spring onions, broccoli, sage, and lemon verbena. Doug's busy in the allotment shop. He's making shelving to put all the stock on. This section here is becoming a right eyesore. Doug's bagged up all the wood that we had in the cage there, where the leaves are going. And so they'll be easy now to take to the car, to take to the down to the recycling centre. So there's those to go. There's buckets here, there's old pots. So once this is sorted out, it'll look a lot tidier and I can't wait. And I got some bark to go here as well to freshen it all up. So I'm hoping to get that done today while it's nice and dry, because they forecast rain again tomorrow. No surprise, no surprises there. So we're trying to do as much as we can today. That's why I thought I'll do the harvest first and get that out of the way. Then I can get on with some jobs. I mean, planting out, I can do that in between the showers, can't I? So I thought if I can do this big job and get that done, I'll be well happy. It's a bit heavy, but I'll get there. Wheelbarrow number 2. Wheelbarrow number 3. Hey, guess what? I bumped into Danny from the Grow Up channel while I was up there, and he's taken a few bags off my hand for his wood burning stove. He only wanted one to begin with, but I conned him into having another couple. I said, you know, you might regret it. Once I'm at the recycling centre, that's it. So, oh, go on then, he said. So he's taken a few bags, so that's a few less to go to the recycling centre. Here we planted some sweet potatoes, but they're all starting to die back now, so I thought I'd dig them up before they start to rot. I've already taken some slips home and they're rooting in water. They've started rooting, but I'm going to take lots because I'm not sure they're going to overwinter okay. So I'll just show you briefly now. You just strip off the bottom leaves like that, and then what I'm going to do then when I get home, I'll cut just below the leaf node and pop that in water. So that's all I've done with the others. They are rooting, but like I said, I'm not sure how they're going to overwinter, Has anyone else done some sweet potato cuttings this time of year? And let us know in the comments, did they root and save till the following year? Or is anyone going to have a go at taking sweet potato slips to try, like me, for next year? Pop it in the comments, thanks. Anyway, let's dig up these sweet potatoes and see if we've actually got any sweet potatoes underneath. So I've taken out the pegs from the netting. I'm not sure that it's still pegged down. So I thought what I'd do, I'll use a fork so hopefully I don't pierce through any sweet potatoes if they're there. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. Actually, I think I will pull up this netting. And, ooh, look at that. We've actually got some sweet potatoes.
Around the capper.
Look who's there, it's Danny, and he's just brought a capper over. So you can watch me dig up these sweet potatoes, Danny, okay?
Why not?
Well, we've already dug up a few, and it's looking promising, Danny.
That's good.
We've got two different varieties in here. They're Fratto, Vineland, Sunrise. So they're 3 plants that we bought, and the other 3 were given it to us from Claire from the farmyard garden. I believe this. So we've got 2 different varieties in here. There don't seem to be anything over that side. Let's have a look. Now that did look promising. Let's hope we've got a few more. Wow. Oh, we were. Got a few more here. That looks good. There we are. We've got a nice little bundle of sweet potatoes there.
That's it.
Now these appear to be the ones that we actually bought. I'm not sure we got any of the others. I believe the other ones are a red variety. So we'll keep digging and have a look. They're not a bad size, are they?
They'll be lovely roasted.
Yeah. Fingers crossed for some of the other ones. Perhaps I've gone a bit deeper. Perhaps I'm not digging deep enough, am I?
You are?
Oh yeah, I think that there's more of the same variety though, look. They're more of the same ones. So they've done quite well. Oh, something's happening. Sounds promising. You gotta watch I don't put the fork through them though.
Oh, the sausage.
Well, it sounded promising though, didn't it? Perhaps I got a bit deeper. Perhaps I need to get the spade, do I? Let's try the spade.
It should be pretty much on the surface though.
Well, you'd think, wouldn't you? The other ones were.
You might dig out the cuttings now.
Well, I can't believe there's none under there. They were growing really well as well, weren't they?
Yeah. That's worrying because I haven't done mine yet.
Did you have the same variety?
Yeah.
I'm worried though about putting the spade through them. Let's try the fork again.
We should have something, surely, shouldn't
Well,
we?
you'd think, wouldn't you?
Even if it's like a tiny little...
It seems like I can feel there's roots there, look.
They're growing out freaking inside us, right?
There's roots there. There's plenty of roots.
How strange.
That's really strange, that is, because they seem to have grown okay. Unless they've just rotted away.
It's not even like the soil's loose so rats have had them.
No, there's a red root.
Oh well, that's a French fry.
There's no sweet potatoes. That's really strange. See, there's the red roots, but no sweet potatoes. It's odd, isn't it?
Good job you did that other variety.
We don't have none. I'm really pleased with those ones, though. They've come really well. See, we've still got some of the little ones there.
Will you keep a couple of them, Linda, for slips?
Yeah, I will, in case those slips don't work.
Yeah. Perhaps that's what it. Perhaps if you go slips on slips, they don't do it. Perhaps no, it should do, shouldn't it?
Yeah. That's really odd, that. I can't understand that.
You end up in
Yeah,
Sydney.
there's roots. Look, there's loads of healthy roots.
Yeah. You're going to end up in Sydney if you keep digging down.
Plenty of healthy roots, but no sweet potatoes. Yeah, it was a good job we got the other ones, then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a bad little haul of the white sweet potatoes, but unfortunately, none of the red ones. Some you win, some you lose.
That was our first coffee in the polytunnel, Linda.
It is, isn't it?
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're in the dark, mind.
Do you know what? It's getting dark outside. It's nothing unusual for us, so
No.
but it's normally over on the other plot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bigger. We never had this much space. We could have a dance under if you want.
Yeah. So Danny was here watching me digging up those sweet potatoes. So he's got the same red variety, so he's wondering now if his is going to be okay. So you'll be
I might do it tomorrow.
Are you going to be digging yours up soon?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. We'll see.
I'm pleased with the white. I've never tried the white sweet potatoes before.
No.
Have you?
No.
So I should imagine they taste like the other ones.
Hopefully.
Because it's the red ones you get in the shops, isn't it, with the red skin on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a little bit disappointed, but I'm not really disappointed overall because we've got a nice haul of the other sweet potatoes.
Can't win them all, Linda.
No, some you win, some you lose. Cheers. I must remember today to harvest some pea shoots off the sugar snap pea, so I'll do that now before I forget. I've already had a couple of pickings off here, and they're starting to push out as well now. So I'll put them in a plastic bag and they'll keep in the fridge for a good few days. But it's nice now they're thickening out because it'll mean to say that I'm going to be able to get some more pea shoots. I'll just take the tops off them and then I'll let the rest grow before I harvest any more. A nice little bunch of pea shoots there. And there you can see how they're thickening out and sending out side shoots where I've been cutting them. Like I said, I've already had a couple of pickings off there, and as they thicken out and get a bit bushier, hopefully we'll have even more. Well, I've got some seeds to sow today, and I was going to sow a fair few, but I'm going to leave those for another day. And I'm going to sow just these two, and I'm going to sow Musselburgh leeks. I've already got a few leeks growing outside, but they'll soon go. Once they mature, it's not going to be enough to last us through the winter, spring, and into next summer. So I'm going to sow some more of those, and also some shallots. These are the brune shallots. We've got some banana shallots in the bed outside from sets, so I thought I'd have a go at growing my own from seed. So I've got these. Now, you know these containers, you can get strawberries and things in them in the supermarket. So I've doubled them up, so there's two in there, so I'm using one of those because it's nice and deep, that one. So I thought I'd put the leeks in that one, and then there's the brune shallots in that one. And then, and those are the lids, I thought they'd make a nice cover they make lids, you know, to make a little propagator. So hopefully that'll keep them a little bit warmer and help them germinate. It is getting a bit cooler now, so fingers crossed they do germinate. So if we'll do the leeks first. So there's the seeds there, and you're probably not going to be able to sow them. I'm trying to sow them as thinly as I can. I do want quite a few anyway, and then I'll thin them out when they come through. I'm sowing them quite thickly because really it's the wrong time of the year to sow them, so I'm not sure if how they're going to grow. And then we'll do the brune shallots. They look very similar to the leeks, so they're both from the allium family. Again, I'm going to sow those fairly thick, and then I'll thin them out later on then. I think that'll be enough there. So I've already watered that, so I'm just going to put some soil on the top now and give them another water and put the lid on them. So I'm just going to cover them over with a little bit of compost. Press them down so they're in contact with the soil. That should be fine. And then just give them another little water. So that's those done. So just to put the lid on them now. Not sure if that's going to make much difference. There are holes in the lid as well to help stop them rotting off. And there's holes already done in the bottoms as well. Yeah, on the shelf there. So next I want to pot on some more of the cabbages, and these are the Consulate F1 cabbages. I've already potted some on, which are there and there. I've got this little tray here with some of these square pots in. They fit in there nicely, and I've already watered them and made a hole with my dibber. So all I need to do now, and I'll probably have some of these left over again. I don't think so what I'll do, I'll see if anyone else wants those. Probably I can't see me potting any more cabbages on. But the thing is, with the cold weather, you don't know how they're going to last. So they've got a little bit leggy now, actually. So it's better to hold them by the leaf and not the stalk, as I've mentioned in the previous video. They're quite hard to separate now. The more roots they get now, they're harder to separate, and I'm not too worried about snapping the stem. And once you snap the stem, then they're no good. So if I do, I've got plenty that'll take their place. So trying to be careful, just separating them out as gently as possible, and then just poke them in the hole. And they do like to be firmly bedded in. So that goes for when you're planting brassicas out as well. They like to be nice and firm. They like to have nice firm soil around them.
In the morning sun, I sow the seeds so bright. With a cup of tea in hand, everything feels right. Tomatoes, carrots, all the colors in my patch. Nurturing life with love with every little batch.
Well, I found some more elephant garlic. Oops, clove just fell off. I found some more elephant garlic, and I was wondering where to plant it. And I thought, well, all that's left here now is a tomato plant. It's not going to survive the end of this week, I shouldn't think, with the really cold weather on its way. So I thought I'd remove this frame. Now this frame, I had sweet peas growing up. So I thought I'd remove this frame, take out the tomato plant, put some compost on there, do a no-dig method, and then plant the elephant garlic. Now I'm wondering if I can take this frame out in one piece and like the the framework I took up the last time, it didn't come out in one piece, did it? I still haven't done anything with it. Anyway, these are clipped on with those really good clips, you know, and ooh, look at this. Maybe I can use this somewhere else. Oh, I've got something tied to it. What have I got tied to this then? Right. I need to do a little bit of untying, and then I'll have to take my gloves off for that, because it's not going to go anywhere while it's tied up there. There we are. Right. Let's try that again now. See if it'll come out in one piece. And it's looking promising. Woohoo! Hey! The clips come off that side by there. So if I just pop it over there for now, I'm going to take out that bamboo with the tomato planters on. Put that over there. Now, if I pop this over there, there we are. I might be able to use that somewhere else now. Oh, it looks so different, this area, without that framework, doesn't it? So I'm hoping this is going to be a quick job before it gets dark. So we'll pull out the tomato. It seems such a shame because it looks so healthy, this tomato plant. Never mind. It only looks like there's perennial weeds in there, so I'm just going to stick some compost over the top. Do the no-dig method. Right, that can go on the compost. See, we'll pop that by there for now. You can, with the no-dig method, you can pop cardboard down before you put the compost in there. But because I'm going to plant in straight away, I thought it'll be easier. You can damp the cardboard and plant through it that way, but I thought it'd be a lot easier just to put the compost on there. You haven't always got to use cardboard for the no-dig method. Some people think it's the lazy method. Well, it is in a way, but it's more beneficial for the soil organisms because they don't get disturbed so much. Now, I'm not sure if we got any rain tonight, but I'm back down here again in the morning, so I'm not going to water it now in case it rains overnight, and if it doesn't, I'll give it a good watering tomorrow. But the top of that is nice and moist anyway, as well as the elephant garlic. These are like little bulbs that grow on the side of the elephant garlic. When you go to harvest it, sometimes you see these on the side. So they won't form big cloves like the other ones, but they will form probably a monobulb. So you can harvest the monobulb, replant that next year, or you can eat it. It's perfectly edible. So I'm going to plant those in amongst the other elephant garlic. So I'll space them out first, and then I'll plant them. Now this plant is a perennial geranium, and I'm just going to pick some of the leaves off. It will die back in the summer, but it'll come back in the winter, but it'll come back next spring. But I'm going to thin this out because it's getting far too big for this section now. Right, I've just taken off these leaves so I can see what I'm doing here. And that can go on the compost heap then. There we are, just spread that out a bit by there.
Out in the soil where the sun shines bright, digging with joy from morning till night. Onions and garlic, we're sowing the seeds, nurturing dreams.
Well, that's another little job done. Thanks for watching.